Damn, she ain't buy that shit.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Weed on Bluff. We're back again. Of course, I'm Davis.
And I'm Tony.
You know me, I'm Terry over here.
Got him running everything. We up and running on time again. It's going to make 2 in a row. We're on a roll. We'd like to welcome everybody. Of course, you know, if you're on Facebook, go find us on YouTube, like and subscribe, please. YouTube is where you're going to find it, but you can always link to it off of Facebook. But we sure would appreciate the subscribe on the YouTube buttons. But anyway, welcome back. We're going to do this show this week. We're going to have one more next week, and then we're going to take the rest of the month off. We got some vacations coming up. People are going different places, and we're just going to take a couple months off, especially since it is the slow time of the year for sports.
Dog days of summer, what they call it in the major leagues. I know that.
And we start to feel a little summer weather coming in here finally. It's a little warm today. It's going to be warm from here on out, it looks like. At least the rain pulled it off a little bit. But again, welcome everybody. Y'all check in with us. Let us know that you're here. Give us some posts. Got any questions, comments, references, ideas, whatever you want. Just throw it out there, man. We'd love to have any and all opinions. But again, welcome everybody. We're going to start the show off tonight. We're probably not going to keep it real long tonight since it is the dog days of summer and there's not a whole lot of sports to talk about that we talk about. I understand there's some hockey going on and we got the women's softball tournament.
Yeah, the Women's World Series softball tournament starts tomorrow.
And then we've got some baseball, college
baseball regionals start Friday.
So there we go. Next week again will be the last week of the month. That will be 1 week from today. We'll probably cover a little bit of that college baseball, talk about what's been happening locally. We're not going to get into any politics. We're trying to stay out of politics tonight. Show's going to be a little shorter than normal, unless we just get carried away, which
we've been known to do that.
We've been known to do that once or twice. But I guess the big news, the big topic of the day, and let's just go with the topic of the day, is going to be that crazy ass Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. I guess Amber lost. I know she got I think I saw that Johnny Depp won $15 million out of this $50 million lawsuit. And let's see, the 7-person jury awarded Depp some $15 million in damages in his lawsuit against Heard. The jurors awarded Heard $2 million in damages, and Heard was stoic. Their words, not mine. During the verdict when it was announced.
Well, it's all made up, man. Everything was made up. The 911 call. Her and her friends went over there and trashed the place. And
yeah, after the first time the cops came and there wasn't enough evidence to do
right,
anything.
yeah, trash the place. That's what they came to a verdict on today.
Yeah, I just again, I didn't watch. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and act like I didn't see any of it, but I didn't pay close attention to it, as I'm sure some of our female listeners too. I'm not thinking a bunch of dudes listen to it, but
hell no.
I could be wrong. I could be, but I'm not thinking of it. Again, I guess happily I'm over it. You know, I'm glad it's over with. I guess Men Too or whatever is the new movement.
Who knows?
Who cares?
I just think there's a lot more important shit going on in the world than this damn trial.
Yeah, what happened? Where's all the people in Mexico knows? How come we haven't heard any names out of that shit? That's what I want to know. I'd like to know that a whole lot more about what's going on.
Oh no, and so does Elon Musk. So maybe he'll get something going about it.
Elon Musk is somebody, and I am not much of anybody, but I am curious. Sure would be fun to find out some of that stuff. I know somebody's going to stay out of politics, but I know Sussman, I think Clinton's attorney, got off this week.
Yes.
Amazingly, some
Amazingly, with a DC jury with
That pretty much sums it up. DC
with a
jury.
bunch of Clinton Foundation donators and one juror absolutely their kid played soccer or some kind of sports with Sussman's kid, and they allowed them on the jury.
How is that even possible? I thought that was automatic disqualification.
I've been disqualified from juries for less than that.
Well, fortunately, I've never been called down to any of those. Well, I've been summoned, but I always have found a way to get out of that thing. Terry, I'm going to need you again when you get an opportunity. I think. Let's see. Anyway, we're just going to play this by ear tonight. You know, we had a lot of stuff happen for Memorial Day weekend. We're going to touch bases on that, a little bit on baseball. We really don't even have enough on NASCAR this weekend because it's a brand new track. Is that correct?
New track in right outside of St. Louis on the Illinois side.
Okay, but are they calling it St. Louis something, or are they calling it something
It's
Illinois?
Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Anyway, we'll get into a little bit of that a little later in the thing, and then we'll just end up with a recap of just kind of whatever's going on. Again, we're playing this by ear, so if y'all have got anything that y'all want
How
Throw
many
out there.
how many people watching right now, T?
to.
4. Okay, well, welcome all 4 of you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Let us know who you are and what you're thinking. Because again, this is going to be more of a we're getting by. It's dog days of summer. I guess we ought to just recap what we know from last week. What do you think?
That's fine. Whatever you want to start out with, I'm fine.
Well, you know, it was a long Memorial Day weekend, and I kind of hung out with some of y'all, and it was some good eating.
Oh yeah,
It was some
absolutely.
good drinking. It was some good times. But by the time that Indy was over and the little golf tournament was over, and then the NASCAR got started, I pretty much had to be done. I just had to come home. I had a lot of drinking, man. You know,
We
everybody
ate
started.
too much.
Yeah.
Ate too much at one time.
Yes, did. I think I know what I had. I had
Damn, Terry, you missed barbecue.
Yeah, I had to work unfortunately.
Yeah, damn.
Man, the boy, I got full and then I went downhill. I
was good,
should have
Terry.
stuck with a 5 hour and just keep drinking beer. I'd have been a little bit better off. But thanks for the invite to the Tides. We appreciate it. I did have a good
Absolutely.
time.
Anytime.
I did have a good time. Always have a good time over there. There's folks that know how to throw it out. Anyway, nobody's posted anything, so I guess we'll start with the Indy recap.
Okay, we'll go right into.
I know it was the highest paid payout from the Indy 500 ever. Second one that won $3 million plus.
Yeah, what was the winning purse this time?
3.1.
That's pretty good.
And purse was 16 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
I know they had the most fans. 350,000 people showed up for that
Is
thing.
that what the
Yeah.
final number was?
Yeah.
So that the infield party was the extra $100,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because y'all told me 250,000 sit in the stadium. So
Yes.
they ended up with 350,000, which is
Wow,
great
that's-
after 2 COVID years.
That's unbelievable.
Penske's a very smart man. He bought that. He saved the Indy 500, owns the track, owns the race, and he just made all his money back in one weekend.
Yeah, he probably did.
There's a reason Penske Automotive and Penske Truck Lines and Penske Racing and Penske everything he touches, it just turns gold.
Man,
I've worked for
that
Roger.
poor old guy won't ever be able to spend it on.
No, and that's good for him. I mean,
Oh,
we'd
yeah.
all love to be in that position.
Right.
I've worked for Roger Penske. Actually met the man. One of the guys. I'm sure he was just being one of the guys because that's who he needed to be. And obviously, he's a shrewd businessman and knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, absolutely.
But and who we even have with that?
We had
That was-
Marcus Erickson
That's right. He's
wins
one
the
of
106th running of the Indy 500 for Chip Ganassi Racing. He was 18-1
That paid well.
on the bet, so that was pretty good. The 31-year-old Swede held on to win after a dramatic 2-lap shootout at the end of the race. A crash. Jimmy Johnson red flagged the race with just 5 laps remaining, and Erickson held off Mexican driver Pato Award, which that name Pato Award.
I think it's Peto, but
Well, whatever.
award.
Award
It
with
sounds
a-
like you ought to be over from Ireland.
Yeah, I agree. But they said Mexican. I guess Indy don't care about pronouns
Hey, well, like so,
or adjectives.
I don't think NASCAR does either.
But anyway, and held off award and Tony Kanaan to win his first Indy 500.
Well, I tell you what, that you mentioned Jimmy Johnson crash. Boy, when he wrecked it good.
Yeah, he wrecked it real good.
He wrecked it real good.
It was right after he had to pit for not having enough fuel. He led one lap.
But at least he let it lap.
He led a lap. That's
It-
good stuff.
His first Indy, and he let it lap.
Right.
He got some experience at
And
Texas.
he started 12th, and I kind of knew that he is fixing to be taken to school. As good of a driver as he is, I knew there wasn't no way he was going to win it. But hey, keep trying, Jimmy. You're going to get it.
Yeah. Again, there was a $16 million purse. So even the second place, Pato, however you pronounce it, award. Hell, he won $1 million.
Right.
Um,
Scott Dixon dominated the race.
Always does.
Right.
Has past 3 years. He
he-
just can't finish.
He set a personal record at Indy, leading the most laps in his career until the speeding penalty on pit road.
Yep, he showed it. I remember watching him do it. Had to come back there and it just killed every chance he had because he was running in third.
Oh
fourth.
hell, he'd been leading most of the race.
But when he went to the pits, he was like in third, I believe.
Right. Yeah, he had a chance to regain the lead. I mean, it was back and forth. O'Ward was back up there. I mean, a few guys were up there battling all day, and that's a shame in a race. You get in trouble for speeding down pit road, like our buddy Jeff said.
Yeah,
You're
It's
going
a
racing.
race.
You're going racing, but you got to have a speed limit on pit road. I get it.
I understand.
But yeah, it was complicated, especially at the time.
Right.
It might have been some Fireball or some Jaeger. or some
Yeah,
beer or
right.
something. It might have been before we eat.
But your top 10 finishers were Erickson, O'Ward, of course. You had Tony Kanaan at third.
Let me ask you. Sorry, excuse me. You may not know the answer to this. And if anybody else, if one of our 4 listeners does, please let me know. You know, Kanaan got paid, he said he finished third.
Right.
He only got $400,000 out of it. Felix Rosenquist
Mm-hmm.
finished fourth. He got $570,500.
Wow.
Alexander Rossi got $548,000 fifth. I'm not going to take all that away, but I don't understand how somebody that finishes third, because I'm going to let you finish top 10, but I don't understand how somebody in third gets paid less than the fourth place guy. Unless, could it have something to do with positions up the track? Because Kanaan had qualified pretty well, hadn't he?
It could have been with laps led or anything. I didn't dig into that deep. I didn't even look at the payouts, but it could have something to do with laps led, maybe.
Okay. Or how far they moved up, like
Right.
DraftKings. I don't-
Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, that's crazy. Was there anybody else? I mean, you had Rossi at 6th or 5th there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
well, I saw it. Okay, you got Connor David at 6th.
527,000.
Still more than Tony Kanaan.
I'm just gonna give you the payouts after you tell me who they were.
And Helio Castroneves was 7th.
He only got 205,300.
Okay. All right, Simon Pagnode or what?
$507,000.
Wow.
Over $500,000.
Alex Pelou,
569,600.
Santino Ferrucci.
Never even
heard of him.
134,000.
134,500.
Well, I guess it must be low budget teams.
Well, here's a couple other things I'm gonna throw at you. Joseph Newgarden, which is who I picked to win the race, but obviously he finished in 13th. He got 530,000. Graham Rahal, 483,000. And this is 13th, 14th, and 15th place is 474. Will Power, David Malukas, 463,000. Kyle Kirkwood, 463. Christian Lundegaard, 463. That's an 18th. A 20 is another 463. 21, Scott Dixon, $707,000.
Wow.
Finished 21st. So
Wow.
I honestly do not understand.
Do not understand that. Kanaan actually drives for Chip Ganassi. So does Marcus Erickson.
Yeah.
Scott Dixon, Palouse. No, yeah, Palouse drives for Chip Ganassi too. Jimmy Johnson too. So it can't be the teams are on.
No, that's a great question. Where's Jimmy Johnson go? Jimmy Johnson.
He did not finish.
Okay, well, they scored him because they may not have finished, but he finished in 28th position.
Okay.
That's where they.
Right.
He got 207,000, almost 208,000.
Man, I do not understand this a bit.
Next year, we'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, okay, is this actually how the top 10
Or-
finished, or
or
they
is that
just throwing
ju-
up names?
Or is that the purse they won or the sponsorship money that they collected?
Quote unquote payouts for the 2022 Indy 500,
Finish.
and it gives her first through last. And how much money they
Wow.
made?
I have no idea.
Me either.
Oh, that's why we don't talk about the shit.
Yeah, we don't watch it. We watch NASCAR.
There's our RL thing for the day.
Yeah, right. For the year.
For the year, yeah. Because there's nothing. I don't think there's anything else in IRL be coming up that any of us are going to really care about. If you do, it's just I'm sure there's an IRL podcast out there somewhere, and good luck.
And
They won't be drinking beer like we are. And they probably won't be live like we are. I guess
for those of y'all that don't know, the match is on tonight. If you got nothing else to watch, I know there's some baseball games going on. It's pretty much the only thing going on is baseball. You got the French Open, and you got the match going on tonight, which the match is going to be Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes going against Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. I've enjoyed watching these things. It's already started. I'm taking the older guys, of course. I think Tony said he liked the young
I'm
bucks.
taking the younger guys.
So we got the Wheel of Doom
Josh
over here.
Allen just nutted one right there by the hole.
And who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it is kind of a fun thing to watch.
Nothing
y'all-
really on tonight. So yeah, check it out.
Yeah, I mean, you may have a hockey game. I don't know. Again, it's not something I keep up with. And you may have a tennis match somewhere. They are playing, talk about tennis, because that's about all we got for golf. Speaking of tennis, you do have it going on the French Open. I believe it's what it is.
Yes.
Roland Garros.
Roland Garros, clay. On
Yeah.
the clay court.
Yep. And is that usually Nadal's?
That is Nadal.
That is Nadal, and it looks like it may come down to Nadal and Djokovic
Of course. it
meeting
will.
again, it's going to be the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I saw that. Man, that's a
Djokovic-
bad pairing.
Well, they did it last year. Djokovic took Nadal out of the quarterfinals
Right.
last year.
I think it's a bad pairing.
And
They ought to have them guys on opposite sides of the bracket
yeah, they should not be able to play each other until
because
the finals.
they're the two best there that's going on right now.
Let's see. Djokovic was dethroned briefly. He reclaimed his number one status in March from Medvedev and now returns to Paris as the defending champion. Ready to do whatever he can to tie Rafi's record of 21 Grand Slam
titles. So this actually is going to be an important matchup in tennis world between these two guys. Apparently, Novak's fixing to try to tie Rafi for 21 Grand Slam winning events.
Yeah, I mean, it's inevitable. Jovac, what's his name?
Djokovic.
No, Djokovic, yes. Novak.
Yeah,
Djokovic.
Novak or Rafi's a whole lot of
It's inevitable. He's younger and he's really good.
Yeah.
He's one of the top three that I've seen in tennis in a long time.
And
With Nadal and freaking Federer.
who's still out. Federer's still out. I think the Williams sisters are out. There's still some people that aren't playing, but in this matchup, to me, and I don't watch a whole lot of tennis. Sunday mornings get kind of boring in June, and they're usually playing on Sunday morning, so I may watch it just for a little bit until I get ready to get out of bed.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to check out them guys, whether it's Wimbledon or majors. I mean, just like golf.
Right.
You want to check them out then.
And
I mean, you're not watching it all year.
right.
I mean, if you do, you're not listening to this podcast. To be honest with you.
Yeah, and not if there might be a few, but not many.
Not many that's gonna watch it all year long.
No, and
Not at all.
I think this thing
it's like a 2-week process to figure out who even goes to the finals.
Oh, yeah, it's a long time.
Because I think they've got, I guess and I'm not sure, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the next one, Brandon Rogers won up already. Anyway, I think the next one, I think they have over the 4th of July weekend, the next tennis Grand Slam event.
That should be the US Open then.
Again, I don't know. I don't keep up with tennis. All right. Anyway, that's about all I have for tennis. Just because I know those two names, I don't know anybody on the women's side of it. So we'll be done with that. And I guess we've covered the Indy 500. We've talked about this little golf thing. I guess we might as well. And we talked about Amber Heard. This next big thing we got coming up is going to be tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we already talked about the NBA finals. This is the last big thing, in my opinion. Besides NASCAR we got going on, it's middle of the season of baseball. It's 182 games, 164 games, something
162.
like that. 162 games. I'm like, I don't want to keep up with this crap all freaking year. That's another reason we're going to take a couple week break. Matter of fact, our return date will be July 6th. So for those of y'all listening, July 6th, again, we will still be on the air next week as long as everything goes well. And I don't think anybody's going anywhere. So as long as everybody's in town, we will do another show next week. We should have some action because we'll have the NBA finals still going on or just finishing up in case somebody gets swept. But let's dig into the finals.
All right, here we go.
This Boston Golden State.
Yeah, Boston Golden State.
And I believe
yes, he totally called this.
I called it.
You called this matchup a while back. I think I owe you.
I called this matchup, and I called Boston winning that last game after they lost game 6. I called it sitting right there. I was like, you know what? They're definitely winning game 7. I don't care where is it going to be.
Well, what'd you think about that shot Strauss took, that 3-point shot that they called him out of bounds?
All right, so look, I know it's been a lot of talk about this. I've been seeing it a lot, and I mean, I feel like,
Yeah, tell us all about it.
I feel all right. This is how I feel about it. It kind of, you can't really tell too much on like when they zoom in and do it if he really stepped out or not, like if his foot went all the way down. But I think that it shows that it hovered, it went down far enough for it to be so much of you couldn't tell that they had no choice but to overturn it.
Yes, live in real time. It probably looks like
it probably looks like he's out of bounds. But see, this is the thing. They didn't call it as out of bounds shot at first. They called it points made, and then they went back and looked at it, and then
they overturned that on review.
Yes, they overturned that on review.
Yeah,
they can't. I don't know if you remember, but during the middle, it was in the middle game. I think it was either Tatum or Brown, or it might even been Smart. One of them was shooting free throws when they came on and they announced it. Live game, actually, you heard it before one of the refs came on and said something.
So they were shooting free throws.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they usually do.
Yeah, that's what they usually do.
Stop
Yeah.
play to go back.
No, yeah. So they'll do it on the next dead ball.
Okay, so in other words, even though it wasn't a 3-point, it only cost.
No. It was a 3-point. They counted it. They called it as a 3-point.
So they canceled the whole.
They took it. Yeah, the whole 3 points. He did not.
And they
get
lost
the
by 2.
Yeah.
After they shot free throws.
Yeah.
But
that didn't happen like at the end of the game. It was like, they still had some time left, a little bit of time.
Right. I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
But it wasn't like it wasn't. Let me tell you this. I mean, I can get why they would want to be upset, and people that wanted Miami to win would be upset. But I still think that, hey, you give them that 3, there was enough time on the clock, they still would have lost.
Possibly. I mean, there's no way to tell what happens.
Yeah.
At any point in time in any given game, unless it's in the last 7 seconds.
I mean, I think they still would have won because Miami didn't, really fight for the momentum too much there at the end. And hell, you could tell
Boston took the wind out of herself for real.
Yeah, I mean, well, one thing you could tell just that second half, definitely after they got out of their third quarter, Boston just was not gonna lose. they're not gonna just roll over and let it be another one that slip up out of their hands. And they went for it all the way to the end. So
I'm gonna let that beer sit out a little too long. That's a little warm. That'll be a good matchup, though. I just saw. I guess we were watching earlier while we're sitting out here.
Yeah, tomorrow night,
Talking.
8:00 Central.
Yeah.
Game 1.
yes, sir.
And it's the 75th finals.
Oh, wow.
It is the 75th finals. And here's something I didn't know, and Terry, you may, or hell, one of y'all may know it. Not any of us are old enough to know it. But the two teams frequently were playoff rivals in the 50s and 60s before the Warriors moved to California. And they met in the 1964 NBA Finals. Where were the Warriors prior to that? Do you know? I mean, I guess I could Google it.
Here, yeah, I didn't know.
I mean, I didn't know. The
Or were
Warriors-
they even the Warriors? It don't tell you right there.
Quote, these two teams were frequent playoff rivals in the 1950s and 60s before the Warriors moved to California and met in the 1964 NBA Finals.
Wow.
So again, even I wasn't born back then. I know most of y'all might think I was, but I wasn't. Close, but not yet.
So,
But I had no idea Golden State hadn't been out in California their entire existence.
The Golden State Warriors began in Philadelphia from 1946 to 1962. The franchise was relocated to San Francisco, California, and became known as the San Francisco Warriors until 1971, when it was changed to the current Golden State Warriors.
Were they the Warriors when they were in Philadelphia? Or were they the
Yes,
Sixers?
they were the Golden. Well, actually, hold on. I don't know if it just says the history. Hold on, give me a second. Let me look.
Anyway, while he's doing that, I mean,
yeah, it shows right here 63-64 San Francisco Warriors season on Wikipedia. Lost to the Celtics 4-1.
yeah, in the finals.
Yeah, yeah, that they actually stayed. What?
Still
Yeah,
ain't
they-
heard no comments from none of y'all.
Or either
Damn.
one of you at this point.
Damn, phone just died.
We got you. Got to get you a new phone, man.
My phone is brand
So
new.
Philadelphia Warriors.
This new one is dead already.
No,
The Philadelphia Warriors?
This phone's been new.
Let me see.
So the Sixers came to context. I guess they got a team back there.
Whatever it might have been.
Philadelphia Warriors right here.
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody else listening, but at least I learned something. And in my opinion, the day you stop learning something is the day you just need to go ahead and give up, because nobody knows everything. Nobody knows everything.
Oh,
And that's just clearing his nose, not doing anything else. Damn.
damn.
Yeah. A little
Ain't like that,
congested.
is it?
A little congested over here, if you can tell.
Okay, let's see here. The Warriors compete in the National Basketball Association as a member of the league's Western Conference Pacific Division, founded in 1946 in Philadelphia. The Warriors moved to the San Francisco Bay Area in 1962 and took the city's name in the geographic moniker to Golden State in 1971.
All right. Well, so
So they was the
Philadelphia
Warriors.
Warriors is what
They
it
was
was.
from 1946 to 1962.
Yes, sir.
Never heard of them.
all right, if there's anybody out there listening that knew that, raise your hand and we're going to give you a free prize. We're going to mail it to you. It's going to be a used Huggy. So if anybody knew that, I'd like to know. Just raise your hand and we'll mail it. Send us your address and we'll mail it out to
You
you.
ain't lying.
Unless you're close
I learned
enough.
something today too. So
Yeah, I was reading. I was trying to read up on the finals a little bit. And I saw that. And I was like,
that's
All right, here
crazy.
goes another interesting fact. And this guy, he played for the Philadelphia Warriors. His name is Joe Folks, and he was the league's first scoring champion.
what was his name?
Joe Folks.
And he was
Fulks.
Folks.
Yes.
Thank God for the L.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't pronounce that one right at all.
Yeah.
No, there was. And he was the first scoring
The league's first scoring champion.
Wow,
Yes.
that's impressive.
And he played for the Philadelphia Warriors. I wonder if
Hey,
Him
we're
and-
not just
him
all
and
about
Steph got
talking
anything to do with
bullshit.
each
We're
other.
about knowledge. We're trying to feed y'all knowledge.
That's right. That's right.
oh damn, hold on. Here goes another one. So did y'all know Wilt Chamberlain was actually drafted to this team in 1959?
Yes. Because he played at the University of San Francisco.
Yep, you are right.
And they won
this,
national championship.
this is actually this is
Hold on. He went to San Francisco, but he went to San Francisco, but he was drafted by
he was
Philadelphia
yes, he played for Philadelphia.
Warriors.
The Warriors. He got drafted by them in 1959. He played from 1959 to 1965. So by the time he ended, he would have been out there in San Francisco. But he played for the Philadelphia Warriors when he scored his infamous 100-point
100-point
game
That's right. That's
against
right.
the New York Knicks.
And
I
remember
guess
that stat.
I knew it was Philly. I just never knew it was the Warriors. Or maybe
Exactly. Me and you both.
I didn't put two and two together.
I
I thought they
did
would
not.
always been the Sixers.
Right. Me and you both. Me
Yeah.
and you both. Yes.
Nope.
That's right.
Yep.
So,
That's right.
It was
so
not the
anybody
Sixers.
that knew Wilt Chamberlain stats should have known that, but you may not be listening and you missed out on your free used Huggy.
Or you might not have been alive.
Right.
That'd been my case, but still, everybody should know when. Well, we all knew.
Right.
Scored 100.
Well, it's
Yeah,
when,
yeah,
he,
yeah.
when he shows a piece of paper, it's 100 points. It says Philly on top.
Yeah, it doesn't say Warriors. It says
Right.
Philly.
Right.
Oh shit.
Good
Okay,
stuff.
here's another one.
Come on with it, man. This is cool.
The team that replaced the Philadelphia Warriors was the 76ers
Obviously.
when they left.
Obviously. That's great.
There, just in case anybody didn't know that one. If y'all thought they had two teams, nah, they
Nah,
didn't.
that's about time Rocky came around.
So, how many championships? And were they all with the Warriors?
No, they were all with the damn Lakers.
I thought it just said that the Warriors won the first one in '64.
I didn't.
know what you-
I didn't say they
he
won.
won the NCAA championship with the University of San Francisco.
I didn't know. They. I don't. It doesn't say that they won. Yes, they did. Hold on. No, hold on.
I thought the Warriors faced the Celtics in 1964.
Well, he
No,
played
they won in
65.
the 63-64. They won the Western Division championship,
Yeah, they lost 4-1.
but lost in the finals to the Boston Celtics,
Okay.
4-1, like Tony just said.
All right.
The Warriors then
And
traded
that was
Chamberlain.
pre-Wilt.
They had Wilt then. After that, they traded him to the Philadelphia 76ers for Connie Burking, Lee Schaefer, and Paul Newman, and 150,000 and won only 17 games after they did that.
Wow. Curse of Philly.
Very nice.
Yeah,
There's some stats.
yeah.
But anyway, I guess we ought to be that is NBA Finals related because we are talking about the Warriors. Predictions, matchups, X factors. I mean, I think I said this earlier, but when we were sitting there watching, somebody said that Boston had an 86% chance of winning this thing.
That was on partner interruption.
Oh, PTI. Well, I don't give Wilbon and Canadian dude, Kornheiser Canadian dude a whole lot of 86% chance. But how is that possible when the Warriors are the favorites at minus 160? So I think, I've heard a lot of people talk, and I think this is the dumbest shit I've heard in a long time, that Steph needs a finals MVP for his resume. This would be, if he wins, this is going to be his fourth in the last 8 years.
Yeah, ties LeBron.
Yeah, it does. Ties LeBron. And this is their sixth in the last 8 years.
And honestly,
Is that correct? Six times?
I believe that's right.
And 2 of those years, Klay Thompson was hurt, and Memphis eliminated them last year. They didn't make it the year before. I think they only won 10 games the year before because Draymond and Klay were out. So those would be the only 2 years they haven't made it to the finals. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's legacy
and
talking
he is the
shit.
favorite to win Finals MVP for his first time now.
Yeah, but they're saying that he needs it on his resume for his Hall of Fame
No,
ballot.
he doesn't.
But number one, he ain't done playing, so we shouldn't even be talking about Hall of Fame. And it's bullshit that he needs a Finals MVP.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I agree. He does not need it. Anybody
If
says
he
it, I think
wins
you're
this and
foolish.
LeBron's got 4 and he's a Hall of Famer, what's the difference?
Right.
This is all with one team.
Right. No super teams. Well, they brought in KD, but they could.
Well,
KD.
they got rid of KD and brought in Andrew Wiggins, and they're fixing
did
to
it.
try to win.
And they're
again.
back to the same thing. KD did win a Finals MVP with Golden State.
Yes.
That's just because Steph cares more about winning, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
He's more about winning than he is. That's all he wants to do because they know they're going to try to shut him down. You can't take all the shots. Just can't take all the shots. Anyway, like you were saying, we've got game 1 starting tomorrow night. I'd like to hear y'all's picks on who's going to do what. I'm going to go ahead and take Golden State. I don't think Golden State can be stopped.
I'm taking Golden State in 5.
Not 4, but 5.
5.
Okay. So it may be over by the time we come on there. Well, no, actually should be a day of rest between each one, right? So so maybe we'll come back next week and it'll be a game 5, game 6, or game 7 while we're on there.
Golden State's minus 3.5. Money lines minus 155. Over unders 212.5.
Well, we know Golden State's well rested, and Boston just came out of 2 dog fights where they went to game 7s.
Right.
This is their 6th time in the finals, NBA finals, in the last 8 years.
6 out of 8 in the last 2.
That's exactly what he said.
That they have won. I thought you said that they had won.
No. Win.
They've been there.
Okay.
So they've won. This would be the 4th that they win.
Yes, sir.
They've won 3 of those, but last year and the year before.
Yes,
if I'm not
sir.
mistaken.
Yes, sir.
And hell, that's got to
No,
be.
they actually have 6 championships.
Overall,
Yes.
since they've been.
Oh, you're talking about?
I'm talking about the last 8 years.
Yeah. You're talking about this team.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
talking about this team.
Gotcha.
And
Since
man, that's gotta be
2014.
That's got to be one of the best runs
Ever.
in NBA history.
It's just
okay.
as good as Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, they split 3 peats.
Yeah, because the last 2 years they had been.
So yeah, that was
they were
6
down-
out of 8 there.
during the COVID times is the only time Golden State sucked,
Right.
and that would be no fans in the stands.
Well, I mean, the Bulls right there, that's 6 out of 8 because Jordan was out for 2 years.
And yeah, that's right. He went and played baseball.
Right.
So I
They
mean,
went 3-peat. And there was 2 years in between. So
in my opinion, might have be some talk about Steph and Jordan instead of the bitch.
come on now.
Well, I mean, hell, we're giving LeBron all the credit.
Oh,
Now,
no.
and LeBron, don't get me
Not
wrong,
me.
LeBron's great. He's a great player, but he's a little bitch, man. He's a bitch. He's a little flop. He's just, the dude that told him to shut up and dribble. That's not the right way to put it. Damn, if you're gonna put your opinion out there, you're going to get hit back.
Well, just be educated about it.
Yeah, and don't think people misunderstood Moray when he made his stand against the people in China, the people that were standing up wanting freedom,
They
democracy,
crucified him.
and they crucified the NBA and kicked them out and wouldn't watch Houston games. And LeBron bent the knee because that's where his shoes are made, where he makes a lot of money out of China.
Absolutely.
If you're going to act like you're for equal social justice everywhere in this country, you need to act like you want it everywhere in the world. Don't just be one fucking way. And
That's
that
right.
issue in the United States right now. Everybody wants to act like everything's one way. Man,
It's a 2-way street,
yes.
man.
Listen, if you want it one way just for this, you want it one way for the entire world. It shouldn't be just for this country. If you want equal rights for everybody here, you should want equal rights for everybody everywhere.
Right.
You shouldn't be looking for this shit or that shit or any of this stuff unless you want to have everybody have a democracy, freedoms, the same things that we hold near and dear to ourselves at this point. Hopefully we'll be able to keep these things.
Yeah, having your own opinion, whatever the issue is.
Yeah, I mean, you're not allowed to have your opinion in a lot of these countries over there.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
they'll just kill you. I mean, absolutely. Hell, ain't nobody over in China doing a podcast. Can't say FJB, fuck Joe Biden. Hell, let me say it out loud.
Shit, they can't even have Bibles over there.
No, I mean, you can't even be Christian over there.
No,
They put you in a concentration
you
camp.
can't even have the kids.
Anyway, this got hold. Never mind. We fixed to get off on subjects. We said we was gonna keep this one short, so let's stay out of politics. Let's get back to the NBA finals. Got some good matchups. How is Boston going to be able, and Terry, what's your opinion? Because you watch more basketball probably any of us. How are they going to be able to keep the Splash Trio? Because that's what I'm calling them now, not the brothers. They got Poole out there and coming off the bench.
Yeah, right.
How you contain all them 3-pointers?
Well,
Who's going to defend who?
let me tell you this. Defending the three and defending them outside shooting, it's really not the factor. One thing that we know is they're gonna take those shots, and those shots are gonna start falling eventually. They might not fall. You might be able to stop some of them, but you got two guys over there that can really shoot. Well, three guys over there that can really shoot, and they're just gonna fall. So I mean, they just gotta play defense, stay on them. But one thing that they have to worry about that I think a lot of people are sleeping on is how well these guys over at the Warriors play together, and that they have some decent defense over there too as well. And they're not slacking. I mean, Gary Payton over there, I don't know if he's gonna be playing any, but I mean, great defensive player. So is Draymond.
I think Peyton Jr.'s out for the
season. That's what I thought. But I mean, but still, even with him being out, I mean, you got Draymond, you got Poole, you got Wiggins, you got a lot of playmakers, basketball players over there, athletic guys, players that you also have to worry about. That's going to come up and clean up wherever those shooters are. When they're not making any shots out beyond the arc, trust me, they're going to clean it up, and they're going to be making mid-range jumpers, layups. So Boston just has to come out and play.
You think Tatum and Brown can keep up with Thompson and Curry?
As far as shooting threes?
All right, as far as scoring points, not necessarily scoring threes, but scoring points.
They're gonna need it's gonna be. Look, they're gonna need Marcus Smart. They're gonna need Horford. They're gonna need all their starting guys, and then some, and then those guys that are coming off the bench also to score.
I agree on both.
If Boston relies just on Tatum and Brown to sit out there and score for them, and for Marcus Smart to get them through there on just like facilitating stuff, I mean, we're gonna see some good basketball, but they're gonna lose. It's not gonna be nowhere near close.
Horford's gonna have to turn back the clock again.
No, yeah, he's gonna have to dial it back.
He did one game last against Miami.
Right. He's going to have to be consistent in that.
No, yeah. I mean, and all of the guys. I mean, Brown is going to have to be consistent too. He's going to have to tighten up.
The only good games we had in conference finals were the last one between the Celtics and the Heat. The rest of them were a blowout. I mean, the conference finals sucked. I ain't gonna lie about it. Every game was a blowout. I mean, there really wasn't.
Yeah, because by the time we got down to that point, I felt like it was too much mix match going on.
Easy for you to say.
Well, right here, this kind of tells you something right here. The Warriors are 31-10 on their home court. Golden State is 6-5 in games decided less by 4 points.
Yep.
Celtics have gone 23-18 away from home. Boston is the second in the Eastern Conference with 46.1 rebounds per game, led by Robert Williams III, averaging 9.6.
And Williams was hurt a few of those games in Miami, was he not?
And this is another thing too. I forgot to mention this. I don't know why it has gotten like this, but Boston Celtics have actually been fouling a lot more here too lately. They've been getting into foul trouble. And let me tell you this, if those guys get into foul trouble, if any of one of the key players get in foul trouble too early, like how they have been, like definitely against that series against Miami.
You can't foul Golden State like that.
No, you can't. You got too many shooters, and see, this is the thing. You got too many good beyond the arc shooters, and if you're good at shooting threes, you're good at shooting free throws. They will beat you to death from free throw. Yeah. Oh yeah, they will. And that's the thing. I think State also plays a little bit too fast of a basketball for Boston. I think that they're going to go out there and gas them.
Yeah, Boston's really got to slow it down.
Yeah. If they want to win the game, control it.
Post.
Yeah, control the game, slow it down, and control it.
Run through the post. They can't do like the Grizzlies did and try to trade threes with them.
Let me tell you, if they let Draymond his long ass when he gets out there and has those fast breaks, and if he gets too many of those passes where he throws one on 1 foot, like how he normally does, so he comes off that one and toss it down the court, they're gonna lose the game. Draymond gets off a lot of the fast breaks because I mean Draymond is who keeps that offense going like that.
Yeah, if he don't do no dumb shit and get ejected.
Yeah. Well, I don't how I feel like Boston plays, I don't think he'll have to worry about any of that. I mean, he might get the jaw with Marcus Smart if anybody, but that ain't gonna go too far of anything. I don't see anybody else on that Boston Celtics team.
They're not
really. It's not gonna go like how anybody else knows to get in Draymond's head.
Steve Kerr is, and I'm not a Steve Kerr fan anymore at all. This is a political piece. He's a good coach, great coach, obviously. He's got him here 6 out of the last 8 times. And the thing, there's a lot of experiences going into this finals. This team, again, 6 out of the last 8, they've been there. And it's been the main 3. It's been Clay, Draymond, and Steph. None of these boys from Boston ever been to the finals.
No, hold on. I think Wiggins has been on the team with them for a little second.
Who did Al Horford win a championship?
What? With Boston. Come on.
Oh, way back when.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, but before 2010.
Because he's a champion.
So I guess 2010 would be the last time they won.
I don't know.
2010 is the last time they've been in the finals.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know everybody remembers the big 3 with Garnett and Allen.
Hold on. I'll tell you. I'll keep it going.
I don't think you're correct. I don't think Horford's been here before.
Okay.
I don't think he's been in the league that long.
Shit.
What?
So he's been in the league 12 plus years.
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
I know he got traded a couple times, and he started at Boston, and he came back to Boston.
2007.
He won a championship.
Oh shit! That was hold on. I gotta go.
That's when they won that.
Florida. Yeah, hell yeah. I didn't click. I didn't click all the way on it. Hold on.
Last time they've been to the finals.
Him and Joakim Noah.
Okay, I remember that. I remember Joakim Noah. He fizzled quick, but again, I guess Horford came out of that and went straight to Boston, drafted 2010. I see the Gator hat, dude. I know you Florida stuff. I ain't arguing with you about that part. I just didn't know that he was.
Hold on. I'll tell you.
I'm not a Gators basketball fan though.
You're just a Gators fan. I get it. I get it. I am curious about this because I thought nobody on this team had been to the finals, but we'll have an answer here in just a moment.
You know what?
I might be right.
Yeah. No, he was not.
Really?
He has not won a championship.
He wasn't on that team.
Woo! I don't think anybody on that team's been to a finals.
Hell, let me Google. Let's all Google together. Has anybody
Nope,
ever been?
He was an all-star. Been an all-star repeatedly.
Boston Celtics. Team ever been
Selected by the Atlanta Hawks.
Horford
He
was.
started with the Celtics in 2016 through 2019. So he must have just missed it.
Hell, anyway, I'm gonna stick with my original statement. Golden State's been there, done that, and I don't think anybody from Boston's been to it.
No, you are right. Nobody but Boston has won a championship. Actually, no. I want to say they have been to the finals, NBA finals, though, man.
The last time they were in the NBA finals was 2010.
And
That part I know.
Smart has been there for the longest. I want to say he's. Let me see.
Anyway, it should. I'm gonna stick with what I until I'm proven wrong, which
Usually happens. Every now and then, I'm like a blind squirrel. Every now and then, I find a nut.
I see what happens.
Well, you're going to tell the rest of us? You're just going to leave me hanging.
Horford at the Hawks.
Took the eventual Boston Celtics 7 games, losing the series 4-3.
Both of them would have been, that'd be the conference finals, not the finals.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's where probably my wires got crossed up.
Yeah.
08-09.
Hey, folks, I'll remember that. Today is June 1st, 2022. I'm 1 in a row. Can't get started. Can't get until we get to 1.
Anyway, again, I think it's going to be a good matchup. I'm hoping it's a hell of a lot better than
The conference matchups were, miss Memphis. Memphis had a great opportunity, but if Bullfrog had wings, it wouldn't bump his ass in the ground. And, Memphis wasn't hurt. They might have been doing something. Anyway, you said you got Golden State in 5?
5.
I'm going to say I got Golden State in 6.
Same. Golden State goes in 6.
And does that, if they go in 6, that means they'll win it on Boston's court, correct?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yes, they do, because they started Warriors.
Game 7 will be back home. Game 5 will be at home. So again,
But don't be surprised if they get swept.
oh, yeah,
No,
not at all.
hell no. Do not,
I just
Did
don't
not.
want to call it sweep.
do not.
I wish it would go 7. Just give us shit to watch.
Yep. All right. Well, not quite sure how long we've been running, but we're gonna go ahead and take a break and come back and probably go ahead and wrap this up. We're gonna get into a little MLB. That's how we're gonna end it. We're gonna probably start with very little about NASCAR, give you a recap. Don't have a whole lot of stats, which will be 0 for this upcoming race, but I know Tony's got something up his sleeve. He always does.
Not really.
Did you
They changed the track configuration. It was a road course, now it's an oval.
again, Tony got something up his sleeve. So when we picked our picks at the beginning of the year, we picked them as a
Pick mine as road
Road
course
course.
driver because I got a helmet there.
Well, I'm so screwed after the.
Well, I'm done.
Again, we'll get the NASCAR. We'll get the NASCAR when we come back.
I'm
I
done.
need a cold beer. Hey,
both of y'all or
all y'all, whoever you may be sitting out there listening to us, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. We'll be back shortly, and we'll again, it's not gonna be a long show. We're gonna wrap up probably in the next 30 minutes, depending on what happens. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. We don't bluff. We love y'all. Come on back. We'll see y'all shortly. Hey, everybody, we are back. Welcome back to Weed on Bluff. Appreciate y'all that stuck around. Appreciate those who've been listening and appreciate those that will come back and listen. Another thing about it, we do want to push this and we'll probably push it a little bit more here shortly. I know there's not a lot of people subscribe to YouTube, but it is free. It does not cost anything for you to be on YouTube to watch these episodes. We're going to start putting up and sharing these things on Facebook. You can go back and watch all our episodes. Is that correct, Terry?
Yes, that is correct.
So you can go back to YouTube and watch us from episode 1. Pick out what you like. We
No,
don't
you
care.
gotta go on Facebook to start at episode 1. But-
Okay, explain to me how this is going to work because I'm computer illiterate. I'm old.
Oh, wow.
So you got all of our episodes are still online. Episodes 1 through 9 are going to be on Facebook. Well, episodes 2 through 9 are going to be on Facebook. 1 is still an archive. And then episodes
gonna keep it
10,
going,
10 and on forth are going to be on YouTube. And then eventually, episodes 1 through I will get the all those episodes all on YouTube. But yeah, that's how you see it for them. So if you follow us on Facebook, go on the Facebook page, you watch all those episodes on Facebook, and then you can jump on over to YouTube and finish on watching all the way up to the current episode.
And if the topic doesn't interest you, you skip over it and see if you like the next topic. Just if you got some downtime, ain't got nothing else to do, and you're bored, because again, it's dog days of summer. If you go back and just watch a few of them, we'd appreciate it. It just gives us a few more hits here and there. We would like to do something a little bit more up to date where we can compete with things that happen and do it with a little bit better equipment. Those of you that know us know where we're doing this from and how we're doing it. We appreciate y'all again following us and everything like that. And I forgot, I told everybody, I told y'all when we were off air, the first thing we're going to do since we've gotten back before we
start, we just got breaking news from ESPN. Former Dallas Cowboys and Chicago Bears running back Marion Barber III dies at age 38.
No.
Oh shit. Does it say how?
Number 24, man. Marion
Here we
Barber.
Car
go.
accident?
This is from Todd Archer, ESPN staff writer, former.
Prayers and condolences out to the Barber family.
As the Cowboys said in a statement on Wednesday, we are heartbroken by the tragic death of Marion Barber III. The team said Marion was an old school, hard-nosed football player
Absolutely,
who ran with the will to win every down.
No, yeah.
He was
had
badass.
a passion for the game and love for his coaches and teammates. Our hearts go out to the Marion's family and friends during this difficult time, and so do we.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. That's
For sure.
The cause of Barber's death is unknown at this time. Frisco, Texas police said in a statement that they responded to a welfare concern on Wednesday at an apartment they believed to be leased by Barber. The police said they were investigating an unattended death at the location, but didn't identify the individual in their statement. Barber played for the Cowboys from 2005 to 2010 and was named a Bowl in 2007, despite not starting a game for a 13-3 team that finished with the best record in the NFC. He led the Cowboys with 975 yards and 10 touchdowns. After he was released from the Cowboys following the 2010 season, he spent 1 year with the Bears. He finished his career with 4,780 yards and 53 touchdowns on 1,156 carries in 99 games. He also caught 179 passes for 1,330 yards and 6 touchdowns. His hard-charging style earned him the nickname Marion the Barbarian, and he was a fan favorite. Following his retirement after the 2011 season, he was detained by Mansfield, Texas police in 2014 and taken in for a mental health evaluation.
Oh, no, give me another CTE case.
And in 2019, he is arrested for 2 misdemeanor counts of criminal mischief. So this guy wasn't,
Yeah, it just,
but it's a shame.
it's a crying shame. And for those of of those listening and then come back and listen, we understand that, especially with everything that's been going on in this country here lately, mental health is a big ass issue. If you actually think you have some problems, man, ain't nobody, ain't none of your friends, ain't none of your family, ain't nobody you know gonna look down on you for going to get some help. If you need some help, man,
Absolutely.
please go get it. And
Call somebody.
call
somebody to listen.
call anybody. Hell, our phones are usually open. If you know us, if you got our number, you know us. But again, this could be a sad situation. It could be, people's lives change all the time. I'm not gonna. Most of y'all know me. I used to be. I wasn't very good. I wasn't a very good 20 something year old. I
Not
thought
many
I
of us are.
I thought I knew a lot more, but I've grown out of a lot of stuff. But I've known people that were perfect that were growing up, and then all of a sudden, with the older they get, they start screwing up worse.
For no damn reason.
And again, some of it could be mental, some of it could be just addictions. I mean, things can get a hold of y'all. But when it does get a hold of y'all, and alcohol, maybe alcohol, hell, I'm probably anyway. If something gets a hold, if something gets a hold of y'all may just make a phone call, man. I mean, there's numbers out there. There's people that want to help. We don't ever want to see anything like that. I've lost family members to suicide, and it's a bad situation. But if anybody out there needs some help, y'all go out there, make the phone calls, do what you need to do. None of us are going to hold any of that against you. And don't think your friends and your family, just because you grew up with a Marine dad or a tough dad or somebody that didn't show any emotion or a mom that didn't show any emotion. I mean, this world's a whole lot more emotional than it was in 1970s and 80s and things like that. I mean, people get their feelings hurt now, go cry in a corner. Us, my age especially, and then
Man,
Tony's age.
if
and
you
even
don't
Terry's
have
age.
anybody to talk to, message the show.
Yeah,
We'll
please.
be more than glad. To
Man,
talk to
we'll talk
anybody.
to you. Hell, of course it'll be in anonymity.
Right, absolutely.
But that's horrible to hear. I hope it's nothing stupid.
It sounds bad.
It doesn't sound like it's going to be very good. But
And that man was a beast.
He
No,
was.
he was. I used to play
I'm
with
not-
him all the time on Madden.
He had some fumbles.
Number 24, man.
He had some fumbles, but
Yes, sir.
when he held on to it, man, he
Yeah,
used
he
to
held on
knock
to the
some
ball, yeah.
heads with it, man.
Yes, sir.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching him play.
All the Barbers were good players.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Tiki,
Yes.
everybody.
Absolutely,
And
man.
I'm sure there's another group of them coming up somewhere shortly.
I mean, condolences to all them guys, man.
Yeah,
That-
and as
that-
much as I
that's
dislike
tough.
Dallas, I don't want to hear shit like that ever.
That's tough, man.
I may not be a fan, but I'm not. I'm a human.
It caught my eye just with the name on my phone, so I was
I
like,
got you.
wow.
I got you. All right, and again, prayers and condolences, and once again, man, if you need it, get it. We're gonna start back with the Wheel of Doom because we missed it in the first one. We're just gonna spin this thing,
You go
and
ahead.
here's what's on it: the green ones that you cannot see. Those are the killer beers. So if you happen to see it and it's on, you can't tell what it is. That's killer beer. So we're gonna go ahead and take this over, and this is how we're gonna start. Then we're gonna finish up. Oh no!
Man, it's loaded on that.
Make a bet. It's make a bet.
Oh, it's make a bet.
Make a bet.
Why you want to change? I thought that was for the beginning.
It was from the beginning. It actually landed on.
Spin again, free spin.
No.
Spin again.
No, hell, I'm actually gonna take this.
Big
one.
bucks, no wins.
I'm gonna go actually ahead and take this shit. I'm gonna go ahead. It's landed on Brian Rant. And by the way, we have Brian Rants, Terry Rants, guest topics, Tony Rants. It's just about whatever may irritate the shit out of us. And anybody that knows me knows I stay irritated. What topic should we pick?
Here's Johnny.
I guess we ought to talk about a little bit about this inflation that's been going on. I can't even go out. I can't even go to Wendy's and get a meal for less than $10 unless you go get a 5 for $5. I went and filled up my gas tank yesterday on the way in. $115 fucking dollars. 100.
It's
Let
insane.
me rephrase it. $115. Yes, I drive a gas guzzling beast. It's the Suburban. I like them. So what? I know it doesn't get gas mileage, but damn, it's $115 to fill it up, and I still had almost an eighth of a tank left. Gas prices, inflation are out of control in this fucking country. And if y'all don't think Joe Biden's behind it, y'all have got something bad wrong with y'all.
You better be glad it's not a diesel you're driving.
Oh no shit, 565 or plus on those prices. And people that want to say Joe Biden's not responsible, it's the gas companies. No, y'all need to get your head out of your asses and look what he did on day one. The first thing he did when he came into office was shut down the Keystone Pipeline. We were energy independent. We were going to remain that way. Inflation has gone through the roof. Our gas prices are going through the roof. You can't even rent a fucking house anymore for more. Not that you could buy one. You can buy one for the same price if you've got good credit, but credit's hard to keep right now because everybody wanted these $15 an hour minimum wage jobs. And my fucking food's cost me $10 for a damn combo meal. It's insane. I can't go to the grocery store. I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere.
I don't think it's the $15 minimum wage shit that's really.
It's going to be behind it. It's going to be behind it. If you've got to pay your employees $15 an hour, the only way to do that is to raise your prices.
Well, I get that, but that's not across the country.
No, and it's
like
barely,
gas
hell, it's not even here yet.
Right, like gas is. And that's why you go on these fast food joints now and they got these kiosks and shit because they're eliminating this shit.
Well, hell, it's just because they can't get anybody to go to work either.
Absolutely.
I mean, and that's insane.
Now proceed.
I think you may have just got me.
No. I don't think the $15 minimum wage has anything to do with the inflation.
But
that we're feeling right
okay,
now.
okay. I'll give you that. It doesn't have anything with what we're feeling now, but it's still 100%. This administration, who is top of this administration, is Joe Biden, and he is.
He was
the
alive
issue.
on TV when he signed the shit.
Yeah. It was the first stroke of the pen. He did the day he got into office.
And
He
handed
did
those
13
pens out.
13 executive decisions the first day, 21 or 22 the second day.
Right.
He destroyed our economy in 2 days.
He don't even remember that shit.
Of course not. I mean, how many jobs did he cost them? And then he told them that they could go to work in the fucking solar industries or the wind industry.
Well, now he's saying jobs are up.
That's because we fired everybody. Everybody lost their jobs. Of course, it got to be up. You eliminated a bunch of jobs. Then we had COVID that eliminated a bunch of jobs, and now nobody wants to go back to work because your dumbass sent out all that free fucking money.
No, it
there ain't no
wasn't
such thing free because now you're paying for it. You're paying taxes on it, and now we're paying it back
You paying for it tenfold.
tenfold. And for those out y'all that are maybe younger listening to this thing, ain't nothing in life free. If somebody offers it to you, it ain't free. Just
Nope.
no, never. And if the government especially offers it to you, it damn sure ain't free. They're teaching the wrong things in school. They don't teach you how to get credit, how to balance a checkbook. They don't teach you anything. They're not teaching you much history.
They
They're
ain't even
making
got
up
home
what they
ec
wanna
no
do.
more.
They don't have shop.
No, shop's gone.
I mean, the best thing to do right now, fuck a college education. Go to a trade school because you know
Yes.
those are going to be the people that are making the money.
I
Because
agree.
you got to have air conditioning, you got to have plumbing, you got to have electricity, you got to have welding, you got to have all this shit.
All
A
that-
college education is shit. It's taught by liberals that want to feed your head full of fucking crap and make you act like the United States is a bad country.
You wanna
It's
make
not a
some good
bad
money
country.
and you live around here.
Yeah.
You go to Northwest or somewhere and get in their John Deere program.
Absolutely.
Work on tractors and shit.
Work on a diesel. Go figure out how to fix cars, especially nowadays because everything's run with a computer.
Right.
Hell,
And
there's
especially the electric car.
hey,
Go
Don't-
learn how to be that mechanic.
nah,
I mean, that's future.
that is going to be the future,
That-
but it's not going to be the future anytime soon.
If
in my
you like
opinion.
it or not, that's what they're pushing for.
It's I don't know. It won't come to life. I mean, it's come to life already a little bit, but it's not going to come to it's not going to come to full term during my lifetime. They can't predict. The batteries are still blowing up in cars. The batteries are still blowing up in cars, killing people. They don't have enough charging stations. And this is another reason the gas prices, Biden wanted to shut this shit down. It's because he's behind this new green deal or whatever the hell they want to call it. But
New Green Deal socialism.
anyway, my 5-minute rant has got to be over by now because this could end up being another 2-hour show. So let's go ahead and jump into baseball or NASCAR. We'll start off with the Coca-Cola 600. I'm gonna take a deep breath and I'm gonna let you tell us what happened last weekend at Coca-Cola 600. Because like I said earlier in this show, I needed to come home by then. I did lay in my chair and watch
Well, for one,
and flip back and forth between game 7. But
the Coca-Cola 600 this year at Charlotte Motor Speedway was the longest race in NASCAR history. It lasted for 5 hours, 13 minutes, and 8 seconds.
y'all called it earlier. Y'all said 11 o'clock before it's gonna be over.
5
with.
Yeah.
hours.
Absolutely, we knew it.
Oh
man.
yeah, when I looked up and seen it was like 500 some laps, I was like, God damn.
And we watched every bit of it.
It was 619 and a half laps, which is most laps ever run in any NASCAR race. Is that correct?
I don't have that stat, but
I do. It was 619 laps. 16.
so that's counting cautions and everything. right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was 18 cautions for 90 laps.
Right.
That's way off the average, way higher. You had 31 lead changes among 13 drivers. Denny Hamlin wins, leading 3 times for 15 laps.
Got out there.
When the third big crash of the Charlotte race happened just before the white flag in the first overtime, Hamlin raced ahead as the caution came out. Once the smoke cleared and cars lined up for the second OT, the race was down to Hamlin and Kyle, both Joe Gibbs racing teammates, as most of us know, or should know. The 18 took a brief lead right before the white flag, but Hamlin took the lead right back and held Busch off for the win by 0.119 seconds for his first Coca-Cola 600 and second win of the season.
Yep. Another two-time winner to join
Chastain
right.
and Byron.
Yep. Okay. Couldn't think of Chastain's first name. Still can't. Ricky, no.
Ross.
Ross Chastain. Thank you. Let's start with
Actually, top 3 leaders. Ross Chastain led 6 times for 153 laps.
Thought he might pull
killing
it out. I
man.
thought he might pull that one out.
Man, him and Suarez both did really well. in the
Trackhouse
race,
racing,
man.
Trackhouse.
They are on it.
Becoming a big fan of Trackhouse
Yeah,
racing.
me too. I really am.
Especially after they rolled that car out, that Chastain's car that won the week before. Was that at Kansas? Was that Coca-Cola or the throwback cars?
That was at Darlington.
Darlington. And Chastain won that one, didn't he? that-
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elliott led 4 times for 86 laps, and Kyle Larson led 3 times for 51 laps. Stage 1 winner was Chase Elliott. Stage 2, Suarez. And stage 3, Chastain won before Hamlin won. So Trackhouse, man, they busted 2 stage wins in this 4-stage race, man.
And are they even in the running to be in the playoffs at this point yet? Well, I know Chastain
Yeah,
is.
Chastain
Suarez?
is, but
Or do you know how far out he might be sitting?
I'll
Probably
have to
not.
look that up.
Probably not. No
He's
big
not in the top 10, but he's been running well. He's had a couple of chances to win and just gets bad luck and wrecks. He
Do you-
got wrecked out.
Do you think this next gen car has anything to do with all the wrecks at the Coca-Cola 6? And the reason I ask is,
Well, one
Ham-
thing, it's really not the car, in my opinion, because we watched the whole damn thing. Normal races, they have 10 sets of Goodyear's tires to run, 10 new sets. This week they had 12.
just because 600.
Right,
laps.
because it's 600.
I mean,
it was
600 miles.
Right, but in fact of that,
400 laps.
they was running through them so fast, like every 30 laps, that they were actually having to take torches to the tires and scrape off the blisters and putting used tires back on these cars
Oh, no shit.
to try to save the sets they needed for the end of the race.
No shit.
Yes.
Huh.
And my opinion is now they went from a 16-inch rim to an 18-inch rim. So it's more of a low profile tire.
More tread on the ground.
And with this new independent suspension instead of solid axles and the camber they have to put on the tires to run these bankings, they're running on the sidewalls of these rear tires. And it's been showing again and again and again that these rear tires are popping left and right.
Right. And that caused a lot of the cautions
Right.
that come out this past weekend. I remember when we were sitting there watching the race, I made a comment because I'm not that knowledgeable about the camera setup and things like that. That front wheel, when it was turning left, looked like it was 3 foot inside the damn wheel well.
Yes.
I mean,
That camber, if your tires are straight like this and they're turning left, especially high bank tracks, they're gonna look like this. So you're running on sidewall and inner wall,
So you're not
and
running,
you're not getting the meat.
you're not getting the meat of the tire.
You're not getting the meat all the time, especially with the weight of the car. Cause man, you could see, man, we watched the ARCA race, we watched the damn Xfinity race,
That Archer race was fun.
wasn't it? The truck race.
Yeah.
And you see, it didn't take them many laps at all, and they were on ice skates.
Well, Denny Hamlin came out and said after he won, he said the next gen car has less side force and less general downforce. That's what he was talking about with all the wrecks. He said in our old car, you could kind of hang out. The right side was a billboard. It was flat, so it caught air. Anytime you stick your hand out of the window, you can feel it. This one's all rounded. The moment it gets sideways, it just spins you out. You don't have much aerodynamics that keeps the car planted to the track.
Well, that might just be talking out the side of your neck right there.
Well, Hamlin won. I mean, he got through the wrecks.
Because they put the rear diffusers under the cars, which you've seen those,
Right.
the louvers or what have you, to help the downforce. I don't think anybody's has balls enough like Tony Stewart or somebody to just tell Goodyear their tires suck. Because we went from NASCAR with the one lug nut and tires just coming off of it. Now tires are popping left and right. Somebody needs to man up and tell Goodyear they need to get their shit right. Because on these 1.5 mile tracks, and there's a bunch left the rest of this season, man, the left and right rear tire goes down.
You're spinning and wrecking.
Yes. It don't matter if you're leading or not. And I mean, it's been showing. I don't agree with that shit at all, Denny Hamlin said.
I'm just letting you know what he said.
I tell you what, my guy, my pick, Busher, I believe it was,
Yeah.
number 17
Yeah.
car.
Destroyed that car.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I just happened to flip back. I was watching the Boston game. I happened to flip back and I went, oh, like I got back. Okay, there we go.
And did you realize what made him explode and flip 4 or 5 times?
I did not. I went back to the Boston game. I was
And
pissed
that
off.
was-
My driver was out.
It was back into the independent suspension where the A-arm broke and the tire comes off and they have a tether.
It's supposed to hold it on.
It's supposed to keep the rim and everything there.
Right.
And when that thing broke, it shoved under the car and flipped that thing like it was a damn stunt in Days of Thunder.
Wow. Again, I didn't get back. I was like, son of a bitch. My guy's out again. I've already watched him go out.
Dude,
before he
he's
came
running
home.
top 5 when that shit happened.
He got all the way back up to top 5.
Yeah.
Hell, I remember he wrecked in the beginning, so I was like, oh, hell, he's out. There goes my guy again.
No, hell no. He come back and was fast and that shit happened.
Fantastic.
He come off the track, it was a big wreck and come off the apron and hit that grass and that A-arm broke and that tire flipped up under the car, which catapulted the car.
No, I guess I should have paid more attention to that than I was at Boston game, but the Boston Miami game was pretty good at that point.
Yeah.
What I should have been doing was sitting out here where I could watch both of them. But
I was done for the weekend, man. I wanted to be on my couch in the air conditioning.
I get it, but your top 10 last week finish was Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Harvick, Briscoe that took a chance and should have won, and he spun out trying to get to him.
Yep.
That man,
Yeah,
we
he
thought
did.
he had it,
Yeah, he did the inside move.
and he only fell to 4th. Not a bad job.
No, not at all.
You
He
know,
was making his move at the right time.
right, and you had Chris Bell at 5, Reddick at 6,
Reddick's gonna get it in.
Stenhouse at 7.
AOB,
ran a
OB.
he ran a good race.
Shout out to Olive Branch right around the corner. Yeah.
Then you had Daniel McDowell out of nowhere in 8th and Larson 9th, which had Bowman was in 10th, but Larson had the most craziest race I've ever seen since I've been watching it.
During the
He
first
started in the back.
right, backup car.
He went back there like 6 more damn times, had a damn speeding penalty,
Was mad as hell
and
and
all
everything.
kind of shit. Ended up leading in the last, I don't know, 25, 30 laps.
Yeah, they were talking.
Ends up hitting the wall, falls back again, and finishes 9th. He
Yeah.
should have won that race 10 times.
Well, their crew chief, and I can't remember his name. From what I understood, they came in after that second, I guess the second stage, and Kyle had been bitching the entire time. His car sucked. The crew wasn't doing real well. The crew was down on himself. The driver was down on himself, and you hear him talking about it, that his car sucked and this and that. And apparently, the crew chief got everybody on the damn radio at one time and told them, "Look, man, this is a long ass race. You need to get your shit together. Go back. You're gonna be fine. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a
Yes,
good
he
driver."
did.
And he pulled that team back from the rebels of hell
Yeah, absolutely.
because he was Kyle Larson had given up on this entire race. He was ready to go to the garage, and I think his
Cliff
crew was
Daniels.
too.
Cliff Daniels.
There you go. I mean, he did a hell of a job.
He is he's a damn good.
Obviously, hell, I mean, hell, he won they won a championship last
Yeah,
year.
right.
He ain't bad. He ain't bad. And again, I don't know what else you got about Coca-Cola 600, but I know you got some of your sleep about this new course. So
Yeah.
finish out on both.
Okay. Right now, this is from Sports Note, the power rankings this week.
Cool. I get to get some these.
All right. You got Chastain in 5, number 5. Led a race high 153 laps in the Coca-Cola 600, but finished in 15th after receiving damage in a late wreck. Chastain only has one top 10 finish in the last 3 races, but has run well. So they're not far off. He's still leading a bunch of damn laps. You got Larson. Almost held on for his second win of the season, but came up short due to a late race caution after a wild day, like we just talked about. Larson's day capped off his 6th top 9 finish in the last 8 races. So I think him and Cliff are starting to get it together coming off the championship season last year. They started out kind of slow right now, but I think they're starting to put it back together. So
Obviously, they're number 4.
right now would be a time you might want to put a wager on Larson to win championship.
Back to back.
You might have some good value now. I know he was the favorite as it started out, but maybe it's gained a little bit. Then you had number 3, Denny Hamlin, knocked off his first career Coca-Cola 600 at, we just told you a story.
And that completed his, didn't that complete something for him? Coca-Cola, he never won a Coca-Cola 600 that before in his life.
So yeah, he's got the 4 crown jewels now.
Yeah, okay, that's what it's called.
He's won the Coca-Cola 600. He's won Daytona 500. He's won the Southern 500 at Darlington.
Talladega.
I don't know if he won the Brickyard or not.
Is that one of the ones?
That used to be the one until they started running this fucking road course. I don't know if he's. I think he might have.
All right.
Look that up for me. Now this
Look up what?
if Hamlin won the Brickyard 400, that was one of the 4 crown jewels of NASCAR. I know I'm right on that shit. Then we number 2 in the power rankings this week. You got Chris Bell out of nowhere. This is a total. I found a new one. Sports Note. I'm steadily trying to look around and compare shit, and I try to use everybody's stuff, give them a plug. Hopefully they help us out. He suffered many unfortunate events throughout the day, but still managed to finish in 5th place. Bell continues to be hot as he knocked off his 7th top 7 finish in the last 9 races.
Hamlin has not.
Okay, well, he's only won 3 of the 4. And until they bring the Brickyard back, he's not going to win that because, in my opinion, if you win that road course there, that's not the same.
Oh, agreed.
And I don't understand that NASCAR. Quit. Let them run the damn Brickyard like the damn Indy do. Because that is awesome. I've been there one time and it was one of the best damn things I've ever seen in my life. They're bad fast at that place.
And who was number 2?
Chris Bell.
Okay.
And then they got Sports Nauts got Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch.
I was looking to see who it was, and I was going to go. I was looking for Bush, so Kyle Busch.
Yes. Oh, I mean, that's obvious. He's been on fire this month. Knocked off another top 3 finish after ending the Coca-Cola 600 in second place. Bush stays on top of Sports Nauts NASCAR power rankings and continues his hot streak. He really is hot right now. I don't know what the odds are for him to win the championship, but I don't think that's a bad bet either.
See what you're talking about.
I really don't. But then we got
And who are we asking? Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
Plus 800.
Okay, 8-1 on
8-1.
the championship. That's not bad. What was Larson?
Larson is plus 75.
Okay. So he ain't gained much.
Be right back.
And then this Sunday at 2:30 Central, we have the Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway in Madison, Illinois. It is 240 laps on a 1.25 mile oval. Kind of looks like a miniature Darlington Speedway, a little bit. They normally use it as a road course, and they changed that shit up on me. But it opened in 1967 and marks the first time NASCAR Cup Series has visited Worldwide Technologies Raceway, just outside of St. Louis. They have hosted NASCAR sanctioned events since 1997. First with the Xfinity Series, which in 97 it was the Busch Series, I'm sure. Then the Camping World Truck Series, which used to be what was it? Damn. Craftsman.
Yeah,
It's
before it was
Craftsman.
Camping World.
Yeah, it's a Craftsman Truck Series. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
And I hate Camping World, by the way.
I do too. In 2014, the track became a permanent fixture on the Truck Series schedule. And this is when they was running that damn funky ass road course was with them. The unique shape of the track should pose as a challenge for the new next gen car, featuring 11-degree banking in turns 1 and 2 and 9-degree bankings in 3 and 4. So it's going to be a flat ass track.
And did I miss? And I'm sorry I had to miss that. Is it a 1.25 mile track?
Yes. So it's going to be like a flat Darlington.
So we're just gonna have people spinning sideways in this next gen car all the way.
It's going
They're gonna be driving like the ARCA racers.
it.
I sure wish I could remember
In
that dude.
my
I sure
opinion-
wish I could remember that dude's name. What was that kid that was driving?
Rajah Caruth.
Rajah Caruth, man. This is
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, good memory. Good memory. We watched him in the ARCA race on Friday night.
Rajah.
That was a wing night for Memorial Day weekend. We watched that ARCA race, and this Rajah Caruth, man, this kid is fixing to be something
I
special.
think it's number 6 car, maybe.
That's exactly what Corey was, because we were talking about, look at this number 6 car driving his ass off.
That
This
young
dude was
brother can drive.
Yes. Oh, yes, he is a young brother. He is a black
That
dude.
young brother
Brother
can
Wallace, you're fixing to go
drive.
away. And
That young brother can drive.
he drove his ass. That was the most impressive driving I've seen in a long
Me and you
time.
both.
I mean, that shit right there kicks it back to like 1970s and early 80s.
The in
NASCAR racing where,
Man,
you
I wish we
wrong
had
what you're wrong.
I wish we had the in-car camera of this guy's hands.
Oh, and they did. He was in third place most of this race, but the way he was keeping that car on the track, they didn't even put the camera on who was going first and second.
He
They
was
had
running
in-car.
dirt. style around the asphalt.
He was
Ass in against the
badass.
wall, just wheeling this bitch.
When this
Like,
kid,
for real.
hey, when this kid starts coming up, y'all better pay attention.
If you can Google it, Terry, and watch him, check out that, man. That shows you everything.
June 1st, 2022. Remember, you heard it here first.
That dude, man, wow. If he'd had some good tires, he probably would have won the damn race.
Yeah, if they had cautions, they had cautions every other lap. And Tyus was like, okay, man, there's 40 to go. I guarantee you they're going to have a bunch more caution.
And then
It
they
caution
went like
free.
48 laps for that one.
Yeah. But boy, if he'd got some tires, he'd have drove past everybody. That boy was driving his ass off.
Absolutely. All
Anyway,
right, the first winner for the Xfinity Series was Elliott Sadler in 97. And in 98, Rick Corelli won the first truck race here. It used to be called Gateway
hey, Terry, were you allowed?
Worldwide Technology Raceway. Odds this weekend, you got Larson 8-1, Kyle Busch 8-1, Truex 9-1, Hamlin 9-1, Elliott 10-1, Byron 10-1, Chastain 10-1, Blaney 10-1, Bell 12-1, and Reddick 12-1. My guys this week, I'm picking two. We're either gonna have Tyler Reddick win his first time, or Chastain's going for the third time.
I don't hate those picks. I actually don't. Shoot.
Little value.
Tyler, if you're listening, don't be fucking with my table, man.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to go with my value pick. I'm gonna go ahead and take Kurt Busch again.
I like the way Kurt Busch is
Man,
driving.
he
I
was
like,
running so good before he got caught up in that shit the other night.
Kurt Busch has been running his ass off, so I don't want to hear anything about that 23XI team having not the right equipment.
Right.
Sick of hearing that excuse. That excuse is now dead, motherfuckers.
Yes.
Next,
I
but
agree.
Kurt
I
Busch.
agree.
Kurt Busch is going to be my long shot at 25-1, and I'm gonna have to take Elliott.
It seems like he's due.
It seems like it.
I thought he is due last week. And our buddy Jeff, he said too, it felt like to him is either a Larson or an Elliott night. And it made sense. He was running well too before he got busted up. I mean, hell, he won the stage.
Right. Sorry, was that a beer?
No, you're fine. But yeah,
I
that's.
apologize. Apologize to whatever listeners we got.
But I mean, that's about all I got. I mean, this track's a mystery. We don't know what's really going to happen with these cars.
No.
Now,
where's the track?
In my opinion, it might look more like being as flat as it is, maybe a Martinsville style race with a lot longer straights or stretch, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it should be some good racing. We just hope the tires hold up and the lug nuts, because it's been bullshit. It's been all the time, and nobody wants to blame NASCAR because everybody's trying to save face, and I guess they're told to. I blame NASCAR for all this bullshit.
Absolutely.
All the extra road courses, all this
You have been for about 3 years now.
dirt and bullshit.
Yeah, dirt
Let them
Bristol.
freaking race these. The cars are awesome and they're tough and they're safe, but quit jacking with the rest of the crap, especially the tires.
I mean, if y'all want IROC races, just put IROC cars out there.
Right. I mean, I like the car,
It's a tough car. I mean, I like that.
But
part,
then, I mean,
I don't like the one. I don't like the one lug. I don't like the
I
one.
hate
lug nut.
that.
I think that's shit.
and the independent suspension with the, what's it called? The damn track link.
Right.
You remember that? The track link? If that thing bends or breaks, you're
You're
done.
out. You're out.
So, I mean, if you do get into the wall, they're not as tough as the old cars, chassis wise, I guess, and suspension wise, but body wise, they are. If that makes sense.
Oh, the body. Apparently, they bounce off walls.
Hell yeah, they do.
That doesn't seem to slow him down.
But
at all, as long as they don't turn around and spin
The
out.
damn suspension is what's the weakest point on the car now, in my opinion.
There's our picks for the NASCAR this weekend. I'm sure we'll be watching it because there's not going to be anything else on. Well, I'm sure we'll probably have a Sunday game for NBA. Not sure what time it'll be. I'm sure it'll be on after the race.
Sure, USFL still going.
Yeah, USFL still going on. Terry's been watching a little bit of it.
How you liking that?
It's all right. It's all right. They had some interesting plays. You gotta just wait for it to go. I think once it gets going, it'll be pretty good.
Well,
They gotta get some more money put into it.
I saw Shea Patterson got shit canned after being a #1 pick for the
Michigan.
Hey. Yeah, I saw he got shit canned.
I did not. I've not seen. Like I said, I catch it whenever. It's
Rightfully
on.
so.
Whenever it's on, and I'll catch y'all. I'll tune in for a little second, but never purposely trying to catch it.
All right, so let's wrap us on up with some baseball.
Baseball. Everybody loves baseball.
We do.
Oh, absolutely. I know I do.
Braves have been costing me a lot of money here lately.
Yeah, man, they're kind of rocky.
They can't win 3 in a row and they don't lose 3 in a row.
Right, they're kind of rocky, man.
They won for me today. Had an early game.
Acuna really ain't getting off like normal.
I could have got hurt a little bit again. They've had to pull him.
Right.
He's still not 100% apparently.
And Olsen's been a hit or miss.
He's been a lot more missed than I was wanting today.
Right.
I think Freeman may be doing a little bit better out there for your team out there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I actually seen some friends on Facebook bitching about it, and I told them all thank you.
Yeah, you should. You should. I mean, also,
But every time I pick Freddie on the streak, he don't do nothing.
Yeah. And again, I think we've told y'all about the streak. It is a lot of fun. I don't know if we ever made the correction. I know we did.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We went through it. It's 5.6, right?
Yep, 5.6 million. I remember we're saying it was 5.2, but I was wrong. Imagine that. But I started out today with one. I'm one up. So y'all go play that. It's a lot of fun. Hell, gives you nothing to do and it's free. So
Yeah, 3 different games on there.
yeah, it's a fun little app. MLB app.
MLB play.
MLB play. Excuse me. Yeah, there you go. Let's give them the right call, I guess.
Right. MLB play.
So I think the leader still going to be the Yankees for most wins.
Yes. They are actually 34-15 right now. Mets are 35-17. So yeah, 34-15 better than that.
That's kind of getting out there a little bit.
And the Dodgers are 33-16.
Oh, I know we discussed this just prior to the show coming on, but there was a guy, and everybody that pays any attention to baseball knows Noah Syndergaard. Last night, throwing for the Angels against the Yankees. This dude gave up something I ain't never heard of before in my life. This dude gave up 19 straight hits.
Yes.
19.
Let
me rephrase that.
19. 19 go hitter.
Yeah. 19 in a row hitter. Go hitter, something. Yeah.
It was something crazy. It wasn't a no hitter. It was a go hitter.
I mean, we discussed this before. I mean, you're not gonna let your 9-11-year-olds throw that long, put 19 straight hits.
Oh no.
Again, I need to look up why you talk about that. I want to look up what last night's score was.
Well, I want to start out with this. Paul Goldschmidt this past month for the St. Louis Cardinals caps a historic month with his 23rd extra base hit. This is a record for the Cardinals organization.
How many?
23rd extra base hit.
Damn, Goldschmidt, go ahead.
Goldschmidt, 34 years old, finished the month with a 404 batting average, 470 on base percentage with 13 doubles, 10 home runs, 33 RBIs, and 14 walks. He became the first Cardinals player since Hall of Famer Stan the Man Musial in 1953 to finish a calendar month with at least 10 home runs and a batting average over 400. With a double to right center in the 3rd inning Tuesday night, Goldschmidt broke the Cardinals record by hitting his 23rd extra base hit of the month. Musial in May. This is real crazy. the month of May, Musial May 1954 and Pujols May of 2003 were previously tied for the franchise record with 22 extra base hits in a month. So he does it in May when these two are tied.
Wow. That's pretty strong.
That's wicked. I guess
Goldsmith.
shit. I guess the month of May, man, you need to find the Cardinals guy and ride it.
Apparently so,
Yeah.
especially in the active hit streaks.
Right, absolutely.
Wonder
I
how,
thought that was interesting.
wonder how long.
You know, they just brought him in there not too long ago from Arizona.
That sounds correct.
Yeah, Arizona. And he's a man.
He's been a monster. He's been playing really well for
But
him.
it's crazy how he breaks the record in May with the two that tied in May in their careers. That's crazy.
And that's two good ones.
That is two very good ones. So he has put himself in some really, really good company.
Absolutely.
I looked back on that score from last night. It wasn't but 9-1. I'd have to do some research to figure out 19 straight hits. Wasn't 9-1.
Well, it's extra base hits. It's not singles. Singles aren't included. These are doubles, triples.
No. I'm talking about.
the Syndergaard thing.
Yeah. Angels Yankees last night. Maybe it was the night before it. No, it was Syndergaard.
What was the score that game?
9-1.
9-1, 19 hit.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure I understand that. And I don't have time. I don't feel like putting in the effort to look up and see how the hell that happened.
Must have been some walks involved.
How did he get any outs? It was 19 straight hits.
Man, I don't know.
By my calculations, it should have been 16-0.
Yeah, you would think.
But it wasn't.
Let's see here. I got it. Box score.
I just looked at the box score. Doesn't back
It
up.
only shows one walk.
Doesn't show nothing about 19 hits.
So
Did
7 hits.
Did we both have? Did we have a?
Was
the same
that
dream?
last night or was that
That's Syndergaard.
last night or was that?
That was Syndergaard. Syndergaard was last night.
Somebody messed up bad.
We both saw that, so we're not making that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that, no doubt. Somebody messed up bad
Anyway,
because they didn't even have freaking 19 in the whole game.
right. So
They had 13.
And they don't even show no. Well,
It don't even show no errors. So
anyway,
somebody screwed the pooch on that, man.
right.
wow.
Our bad.
And we're just a
Our
low
bad.
budget podcast, and we don't mess up that bad.
No, well, obviously we did because apparently we didn't do enough research. on that.
Well,
I guess we must have just saw it. Maybe I don't know.
I saw it on ESPN this morning.
I ain't pay no attention.
I didn't pay attention to how it happened. But
Apparently,
anyway,
they ain't shit anymore.
they hadn't been shit
Watch
for a while.
Fox.
Yeah.
Fox Sports.
Watch anything with ESPN.
All right, MLB Power Rankings, top 5. You got the Mets in 5th at 34-17. This is part of the grind in the Mets schedule. You're gonna love this. It's one thing to face the Giants, Phillies, and Dodgers, Padres in June. It's another to do it when 3 pitchers are injured. New York is staying alive, and under the circumstances, it's worth keeping them 5th in the MLB power rankings, especially after taking down the Phillies, which Phillies are hit and miss.
Yeah, division's not as strong as it was going to be.
They did beat the Braves the other night. What was his name? Pitched. Threw a damn shutout.
I don't know, but I'm sure I lost on the game. So
Number 4, you got the Astros at 32-18. Hey, listen to this.
Astros.
Astros till the end of this month. We got to ride them. Are enjoying an easy part of their schedule, using it to create some distance between themselves and the Angels. Houston won't battle another great team until late June. So the next few weeks are all about staying healthy and racking up a lot of wins. This is
Heard it
from
here.
Sports Naut too.
Okay, so y'all heard it here, man. Play Houston.
Stay with Houston. Number 3 is Padres. They're 30-19. It's impressive to see the Padres playing this well without Tatis Jr. It's a lot of credit to Machado, Joe Musgrove, and an improved clubhouse. This is room for improvement with San Diego. Just 6-6 against winning teams, but the Padres can definitely be a World Series contender when everything is right and everyone is healthy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like them either. They suck.
And by the way, for anybody that's still listening, if y'all want to put on TV, they're fixing to have the long drive challenge on the match. $400,000 for whoever has the longest drive. I'm gonna say one of the young gun gets this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be Josh Allen.
Well, it's not going to be Rogers because he's been in the ditch.
I think this is everybody's tip off.
Yankees are number 2 at 34-15. Well, the Yanks are slipping in the MLB power rankings today. Injuries played a part. Giancarlo Stanton, Rawlins Chapman, and Jonathan Messiah. I can't pronounce that. All landed on the IL. Meanwhile, DJ LeMahieu and Josh Donaldson battled some issues, which we kind of covered that issue, which consensus made Donaldson right. Despite all of that, New York sits atop the MLB standings and is easily a team to beat in the American League. And number 1, you got the Dodgers. Of course. After they dropping them, they drop it to the Pirates every damn night, it seems like, lately. While they're behind the Yanks for the best MLB record, numbers favorite LA are 6-1 against 500 plus teams and lead the MLB in rotation ERA and WRCT.
Brady just hit into, I'm gonna guess that's a forest. We'll say he's not
There's
gonna be a long
probably-
drive winner.
Ain't no telling what's in there. What's this? Man bun.
Put in a ponytail.
It is a ponytail.
All right, so who you think's leading in the RBI category?
Ramirez got his 50th just the other day.
He's up to 52.
52. Wow. That was like 2 days ago.
I think he's been wire to wire so far, has he not?
Yes, he is. He's got this
I don't know what his
batting average or home runs are, but he's got the RBI part for the Triple Crown.
no doubt.
Well, let's see. Jose Iglesias, number 11.
Yeah. Ramirez is 27th in the
He's batting
Batting stats.
292.
yeah, he's number 27. Batting leaders. Batting average is number 27.
60.
The only thing he looks like he is leading and even close to it is runs batted in RBIs.
That's right. Man,
But that's what counts.
JD Martinez is doing really good. Leading the average.
Yeah, 363. Tim
Yeah,
Anderson right
yeah.
behind him at 356. Paul Goldschmidt, as you spoke of earlier, is 353. Luis Araves from Minnesota is 351, and Ty France from Seattle is 347. It's top 5. Home runs, you still got the Yankees way up there at 18 with Aaron Judge.
Hey, your boy, Mookie Betts, number 2.
That's right.
15. Ain't 3 off the lead, and he leads Alvarez from Houston by 1. He's got 14. Mike Trout and CJ Cron
From the Angels in Colorado tied at 13.
And for your pitching leaders, you got Justin Verlander with Houston with 6 wins, tied with Walker Buehler, your guy, Carlos Guerrero, Tyler Anderson, another one of your guys. And you got two in the top five, two with 6 game wins.
Tyler Anderson.
Yeah, he's got 6 wins.
Oh, yeah.
He's got 6 wins.
I thought we were still talking about it.
No. Went to pitching. Verlander, Caruso, Anderson, Simber, Bueller are all tied with 6 wins. It's pretty damn strong.
Oh, yeah.
6 wins, and how many games are we in this season? I don't know how many games we're in. Woo-wee.
What?
Dude from Boston named Rafael Devers. He's got 72 hits.
Do what?
Hits. Hit leader is Rafael Devers from Boston Red Sox. He's got 72 hits. Behind him is Ty France at 67. Goldschmidt with 65. Manny Machado 62, and Cesar Hernandez from Washington at 61.
Dude, we're like at 49 games.
49 games. You got Ramirez 52 RBIs. Dude, and I don't even know who Rafael Devers is, but apparently
I need to pay attention. We might need to play
No,
him
shit, every day.
every day with 72. Ty France with 67. Goldschmidt with 60. That's wild. That is absolutely wild.
Damn.
49 games.
Oh,
I think I played him one time and he went like 0 for 5.
Must have been the last time he didn't get a hit.
damn, I just realized this on NASCAR last week on the Fox Bet app. So I only missed one question.
Oh no, you got 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6.
That was a $34,000 win too.
Y'all be sick.
Sick.
It wasn't 6.
No,
Hell, there was 18 of them.
No, I said sick.
It's 18 questions, weren't there?
No,
or was it points?
no.
Which Fox Sports app?
I got 17 out of 26 points, but I only missed one question.
All righty.
That's closer
bad,
than I've
man.
ever been.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
it.
That was 30. That'd been a $34,000 win.
Damn. See? See?
See what happens when you play?
Yeah, I guessed. Like I do every week on
Well,
that.
hell, that's what happens.
That's what good guessing does.
With some more baseball news, Roger Clemens' son. Did you see this? I'm thinking it's his youngest son got called up to play for Detroit.
I did. You know what? I did see somebody's younger son just got called up to play, but I did not ever look to see who it was because I wouldn't think it was Roger Clemens.
It was Roger Clemens.
Is he a pitcher or is he a?
No,
He's
he's
an outfielder.
he's
isn't he?
actually a second baseman.
Second base.
A third round pick in 2018 in the amateur draft. So I guess he got a little clout. He
Last
was
name's
hitting
Clemens.
283 at Toledo with 8 home runs and 31 RBIs in 44 games, which isn't bad. That's pretty damn good if you ask me. Drafted as a second baseman. He has played first, second, third, and in left field this season. He picked up the start at second base Tuesday night, going 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts and Detroit's 4-0 win. So he didn't hurt him, but I mean, it's your debut. I mean, everybody
got there.
can't be like the St. Louis guy and go freaking off.
Yeah, I mean, but what is 1% of the people that play baseball
Yeah.
ever, starting from T-ball on up, ever make it to the MLB?
Yeah, it's if it's not one, it's not many of them.
If you get there, man, congratulations. I don't give a shit if you got the name behind you. You obviously deserve to be there.
Absolutely. He said it was great. He had a blast the whole game, just taking it all in.
I can imagine.
Cody Clemens is his name. Said he was super happy that they won and he had a lot of fun out there. Besides that, it talks about his daddy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Which rightfully so. But hey man, maybe it's good things to come and wish Cody Clemens luck, man.
Absolutely.
You got some big shoes to fill.
Absolutely. All right. Well, hell, you got anything else left on baseball? I'm kind of done.
No, we're done, man.
Gonna do one more spin on the wheel.
If you feel froggy.
All right. Spin of done the wheel of doom. Kill a bear.
That says Brian rant.
No, it says kill a
It says
bear.
Brian rant.
What's that on?
Spin it again. Spin it again.
We're just gonna leave this out here. Are we gonna give you the rant?
No, I'm
Matter of fact, if we got anybody out there that wants to put up an opinion on what you want us to rant about, we'll take it. But you only got about 9 seconds.
Well, while we're waiting on that, Joe Biden said he wants to ban the 9mm pistols and ammunition because they blow the lung out of your body.
But a 22 long.
He ain't shot many other kind of
Anything.
caliber weapons, apparently. And not to mention,
308. What if 308 did to somebody?
well, that's for deer. Deer don't wear a Kevlar vest, so you can only have 4 or 5 in there, and you're good. You don't need a clip.
So is his idea to send everybody with some Kevlar and outline, send all the kids to school with some Kevlar?
Well, that dumbass thinks the damn Second Amendment's about deer hunting because he don't know where he is. He has to stand on blue dots on the carpet.
Main reason we have second opinion.
But the thing is,
our government can't overtake us.
Secret Service has issued 9mm now instead of 40s.
Right.
And most police across the country are
Carrying 9
carrying
millimeters.
9mm instead of 40s. So is this kind of a defund the police type shit?
Well, again, I'd like to point out that AR does not stand for assault rifle.
No, not at all.
And by the way, it was sold out. Armalite was a company from 61 to 64, I believe, before it sold out, and they just kept the AR name, which means Armalite, not assault rifle, has never meant assault rifle. Hell, an M16 would be what we consider an assault rifle because it's actually a machine gun.
Well, it's semi-automatic.
Yeah, but an M16 could be more of an
There's
assault
some
rifle.
that are chopped made fully.
And I'm sure you can make anything. Apparently, you can make anything fully automatic.
Right. But that's so stupid. Somebody needs to put a 45 Glock in his hand and let him shoot that bastard and let it hit him in his forehead and split him wide open. Because if you ain't ever shot one versus a 9mm,
It does a lot of difference. doesn't it?
it's a big damn difference.
That's what I carry.
Or much less a damn, what is a Desert Eagle? Ain't it a 44 caliber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 357.
Storm and Norman Schwarzkopf carried that
Yeah.
on his hip.
Norman Norman.
That's a
Which
blast for the past.
That's the first Gulf War, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Best damn general ever.
Yeah, he didn't put up with no shit.
Hell no.
That was under.
He got in and got out.
See Reagan's.
No, that's Bush.
It was Reagan's did it whenever it just. Well, no, that was just Reagan telling Iraq he was going to kill everybody if he didn't send. Or
That was Iran.
Iran if he didn't send our hostages. That was
Between
Jimmy
Storm
Carter.
and Norman and damn, what's his name? Colin Powell.
Colin Powell was badass too.
Colin Powell.
He was. Anyway, thanks for taking over the rant. I was hoping it was going to be a kill beer, and I didn't really want to get into a rant. My blood pressure's just not getting down from my first
Well,
one.
I just opened this one. I really didn't want to kill it.
It's a good way to take it over.
Folks, again, we're going to be we'll be back live next week. Again, we're going to post some stuff on Facebook on how to get on to YouTube. It's not going to be difficult. We appreciate anything y'all do. We appreciate those of y'all listening, and those of y'all are going to listen. Once again, we appreciate
And,
everybody.
Let me add this in. Subscribing to a YouTube channel doesn't mean you have to pay money,
No. you
like
do
a
not.
magazine
No, you do not.
subscription or something like that.
They're not going to ask for your social security card number or your credit card number.
No, all you
or your address.
all you have to do is if you don't have a Google account, you set up a Google account and you can subscribe.
You don't even have to set up a Google account. You just use your regular email that you
Yeah,
have.
you can do that too.
Simple as that.
It's going to be simple, and we're going to have Terry break it down, put it on the Facebook page, and just make it as simple as we possibly can. Because I know y'all, I know, and I appreciate everybody that's doing this, listening. But I know it seems like it may be a lot of problems to go do something else for us, but it's really simple, and we'd appreciate the shit out of it.
Right.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you for all
love
the
all
new
y'all.
Facebook followers and everything like that.
We respect and love all y'all. Prayers again out to the Barber family. It sucks. Hate to hear it. Let's get everything tightened up. Let's get this country tightened up, and we'll move along, and we'll see y'all again next week. Thank y'all again for listening. From me, Davis.
Auntie.
Tony.
We appreciate y'all. Love it. Have a great night.